Aloha, hey, it's Julie Zemelis, and we're with Big Island Real Estate Minute tonight, and I have my friend Marla tonight with us. And so, Marla, introduce yourself, and why are you on the show tonight?
Thank you. I appreciate the invitation, being able to share a little bit of information. I'm actually with a mortgage team, the Winn & Egan team at Citywide Home Loans. I work with my husband, my mother-in-law, and then a team of professionals, and we do mortgages here in Hawaii.
Okay, so one of the reasons I asked Marla to come today is that we're at the end of the year, and I wanted to talk to her a little bit about what is the mortgage market doing right now, and also we're going to do some predictions for 2020, because I know a lot of you are thinking, the holiday season is the hot time to buy a house in Hawaii. So now you'll get the money market behind it. And so let's talk about where is it going right now with the mortgage market.
So what's interesting about mortgages since the recession, after the recession, we required a lot of documentation. And then bankers also came in with overlays, and investors were requiring a lot of additional documentation and were limiting lending. And that's kind of been lifted now. Overlays are sort of a thing of the past. And we're doing more loans with less documentation now, so that's definitely a positive. And then guidelines have really loosened up since then. So it's much easier to get a loan now than it was during the recession. It feels like a faint memory at this point, although, those of us that lived through it, probably doesn't feel quite so faint. And then another exciting thing that's happening too is that conforming loan limits are being increased in 2020. So what that means here in Hawaii is that if the increase is going up to 765,600 for a conforming loan. That's not the purchase price. That is the loan. So if you're doing like a 5% down conventional loan, you're actually looking at a purchase price around $805,000 with 5% down. So that I think really helps home buyers here in Hawaii.
And you can get a loan for 5% down. You don't need 20%.
Correct.
Okay, and then what's the cutoff for PMI?
20%.
Okay, so because people on my group sometimes say, what's it going to take to get a house, and they didn't want to pay PMI. So you're also talking about stated income loans now are back in business.
Right.
But
there are different types of mortgage insurance as well. So one of the things that we do is we look at how long are people going to be in their home, and does it make sense to do monthly mortgage insurance, or does it make sense to do a lender paid mortgage insurance premium, which is more upfront that gets financed into the loan, but then you're not paying it monthly. So sometimes that makes sense, and that helps buyers get into a home at a higher price because the mortgage insurance is actually less per month, so it decreases their DTI. So those are some of the things that we try to look at for people to help them qualify for what they really want to get into.
Okay, and just so you guys know, I just did the real estate market update, and the average house of just a regular 3-bedroom, 2-bath house is around $645 right now. So if you want to get a home that actually has a view and it's actually in a better neighborhood, 750, 780 is really going to be where it's at. So it's almost hitting that the conforming loan limit.
Yeah,
okay.
Totally.
So so what's going on with rates?
So what's interesting is that rates are hovering at an all-time low right now, like a historical low, which I think a lot of people don't know. And rates also, compared to the fourth quarter of 2018, are more than 1% lower right now than they were this time last year. So coupling the low interest rates with the increase in
availability
the sales and of real estate, it's a good time to buy because interest rates are predicted to remain low through 2020.
Really? Okay. And then with what's happening with the election cycle, sometimes that does have an effect on people's attitude about home buying.
So it's been my experience that interest rates typically stay low through elections because no president wants to,
slow down the economy, right?
Exactly, right, when they want it, especially in a re-election year.
Okay. And so then going towards your 2020 predictions, we heard that there's inventory coming on the market right now, so it's a good time to actually be here in the market to buy. What are you seeing for terms of people actually getting mortgages for the next, let's say the top 3 or 4 months of this coming year?
I think it's a great time to apply and to get into a mortgage, especially with interest rates being as low as they are. It's a perfect time. And if you think you're going to wait to be in a better financial position, you actually might price yourself out of the market because of the cost of houses going up. And then if interest rates also increase, then homes become more expensive overall. And whether you like it or not, if you're not living rent-free somewhere, you are paying someone's mortgage.
That's right.
It's either yours or it's your landlord's. So you might as well take advantage of the benefit of being a homeowner, building equity, and build that net worth.
Beautiful. So One thing I like about Marla is she helping me with my Best of Kona Festival, where we're going to be inviting the public to actually learn a little bit more about mortgages and home buying. So make sure that you mark your calendar for February 8th. And then, Marla, where can they get more information about home buying? Or
So,
getting a mortgage?
so we have an amazing website. It's called lendingahand.com. So it's really easy. I think you're actually going to put a link in the post about a home buyer guide that we created. So if you want more information, a lot more information about what I shared today, it's all in a really easy to read format on our website.
Okay, and that link is going to be in the comment section of this video below. And if you need to get a hold of Marla, I will also put her contact information. You can learn more about how to get pre-qualified, because that's important, and also making sure that you understand the different kinds of options that you have to buy a house here in Hawaii.
Right.
Okay?
Thank
Cool.
you.
Aloha.